Good morning, guys. It's Natasha Tessier with Dwell Realty and Design. It's early here in Texas. I just got my kids out the door. I'm in my favorite sweatshirt. I have a crazy day and I needed to get this filmed. So today I wanted to talk about 5 things that you need to know before you buy a home in the Woodlands. Hi there, I'm Natasha Tessier. I'm the owner of Dwell Realty and Design. Welcome to my channel. I would love for you to hit the subscribe button below. This is anything and everything to do with the city of Houston, specifically the suburbs and specifically Northwest. So Katy, basically over to Humble and everything in between, Woodlands, Montgomery, Tomball, Magnolia, Cypress, all those areas. Today I wanted to talk about the top 5 things you need to know before buying a house in the Woodlands. The Woodlands has been voted many times as the #1 place to raise kids in the US. It's very family friendly. Sorry, I have my coffee because it's early and I can't wake up. It's very family friendly. It has a ton to offer. It, in my opinion, is the best suburb in the city of Houston. I don't live in the Woodlands. I live in Montgomery. I like a little more space and a little smaller town feel, but the Woodlands is where I go when I need to go to Nordstrom's, or my husband and I want to go on a nice date night or a 5-star restaurant, or my kids need, something from Dick's Sporting Goods or whatever. So I came up with 5 kind of bullet points. I have my notes here. The first thing is the homes. So there are 9 different villages in the Woodlands, which is crazy. Most of them have a tax rate of 2.4, and I'm gonna do another tax video so you guys can kind of understand it, because a lot of people are confused. But most of them I was looking up last night are between 2.2 and 2.4. Creekside, which is considered part of the Woodlands, but it's south and it's a different school district, is Tomball School District. That one's 2.8, but most of them are 2.2 to 2.4, which is pretty low. And there's 9 villages. I'm not gonna name them all, but there's Alden Bridge, there's Cochran's Crossing. Carlton Woods is a high-end area, gated community in their area with a great golf course. Sterling Ridge, Indian Springs, there's a ton of them. I have a lot of friends that live in all the different villages, some of them close enough to walk to the Woodlands and all the amenities, and some a little bit further tucked back. So that's kind of the homes and the neighborhoods. Most of them are old. The newer areas would be Creekside, which you're gonna find, I don't think they're still building, but they were recently. They might have a few left. So, 2015, 2020, that kind of range. All the villages like Alden Bridge and all those that are original, they're remodeled, a lot of them, but they're not new. So, 80s, 90s, early 2000. Sterling Ridge is also a little bit on the newer side because they're on the outskirts. So they started in the Woodlands like every city and built out. Okay, the second thing I wanted to talk to you about is all the shopping and dining and spas. It's pretty spectacular. So as far as shopping, you have Market Street, great outdoor mall area, a lot of live music and stuff. I'll talk about that later, but great area. There's obviously the Woodlands Mall. To me, it's besides the Galleria, which is inside the city, it's the next best mall. Has Nordstrom and Dillard's and all that, and my kids love, PacSun and I don't know, whatever they love. So, and then there's the Village shopping. There's just a bunch of cool shopping centers all around there. Obviously, Hughes Landing also has some shopping and some different stores. And then as far as restaurants, the high-end Tris, I've mentioned that before. Trulux is a steakhouse on the water. Del Frisco's is one of our favorites to go to on the water. Amerigo's, Jasper's. There's tons of high-end, and then there's, your everyday Starbucks and things like that as well. So more than enough restaurants to choose from. And then there's the Villa Sport and Athletic Club. A lot of people like to go there. They also have a spa there. The spa at the Woodhouse Day Spa is probably one of my favorites. Several different high-end spas in even some of the hotels, the Westin and different areas. So there's plenty to eat and to, shop and do all sorts of fun stuff. So as far as the shopping and dining and the spas, that's how that goes. Sorry, I feel slower today. For those of you who watch my channel all the time, I'm sorry if I just got 2 teenagers out the door, and then I have my 11-year-old who has field day today that I'm working. So I've tried to pop my video in here. So forgive me if I'm a little on the slower end. Okay, activities. Okay, there's 14 local pools within the Woodlands, which is crazy. There's a kayak launch. There's Lake Woodlands, and everybody loves Lake Woodlands. You can rent the swan boats, you can kayak out there. There are so many hiking and biking and path trails and parks all scattered throughout the Woodlands. I'm gonna try to show a map here of all the activities, an overview of all the parks and the lake and all that, so you guys, where the shopping is, so you can kind of get your bearing. The Woodlands Mitchell Pavilion, I'm gonna talk about this more later because I have a whole music section. That's a really cool outdoor concert area that a lot of people love to go to. There also is the Woodlands Children's Museum, which is fun. So moving on, the next thing I thought I would talk about is the holiday events. So really cool town during the holidays. They have an ice rink that they put in from November to January every year. That's a lot of fun for kids or a date night or whatever. And then the lighting of the doves, this is like a long-standing tradition that they do, where they go in and they do the lighting of the huge doves. And at that time they have different concessions and booths, and they have free face painting, balloon art, all this fun stuff for the kids. And it's all part of lighting of the doves. I think it's put on by the Woodlands Children's Museum. I'm not 100%, but I think it is. And so that's a super fun night that happens every year. Market Street in lights. So Market Street, remember, is the outdoor mall that I showed you. They light up a huge 70-foot tree in like the middle of their square, and it's synchronized to music. And then the kids can ride on this little like horse and carriage thing around there, and there's shopping and the movies and a sushi place and Tesla dealership, and all the kind of higher end shopping is right at Market Street. So that's the lighting of Market Street. There's always holiday events and things going on, but those are some of the highlights, are the ones that I really like. And to add to that, just on a side note, they do have a lot of athletic. They have their own Woodlands Marathon, which is really cool, and they also have Ironman there every year, which is really cool for those of you who enjoy that part. So, okay, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about is the music scene. So surprisingly, there are so many different areas and concerts and free, it's like literally every week, especially a lot in the fall and the spring, because our summers are hot, so it's not as enjoyable. I mean, May, June is still fine, but like July, August, you probably don't want to sit outside, and hang out at a concert. So I mentioned the Woodlands Mitchell Pavilion, and that's a great place for outdoor concerts and going to, they're big artists go in there, and you sit on the lawn, and it's a great concert venue. I think it was built in 1990. And then there's free concerts over the summer. So there's Waterway Nights, which is just a local artist on the waterway, and that is over the summer. And then there's Rock the Row, which is spring to the fall. It's like classic rock, and kind of anywhere from classic rock to Motown. It's 7 to 9 at Hughes Landing. So Hughes Landing is another area. That's where our Whole Foods are, and several of those restaurants are in Hughes Landing. It's right by the mall. It's kind of all interconnected. Again, I'm hoping to give you that map to show you. But Rock the Row is a classic concert at 7 to 9 spring. It starts in the spring and runs through the fall. So that kind of does go over the summer too. There are concerts in the park. So at North Shore Park, every Sunday in the spring and fall only, it's 5:30 to 7:30. That's like a park. So people bring picnics and coolers and blankets and chairs and whatever, and they sit in the park, and that's the concert in the park every Sunday, spring and fall only. Okay, so the last one is the Market Street concert series. This too is a free concert. So that's what's really cool about the Woodlands, is every time you turn around, there's a concert on the lawn or a concert on the park. Lots and lots of music festivals and different opportunities. So this Market Street concert series is 6 to 8, spring and fall again, and they do all sorts. They do top 40, jazz, Latin, country music, all sorts of stuff. Again, you can bring your chair and sit on the lawn. You can bring a blanket, whatever. So anyway, I hope that finds you helpful. I'm sorry I was a little on the slower end today. I have to have a couple cups of coffee before I truly wake up. But I wanted to get this done. So anyway, things to know in the Woodlands, the homes, 9 different villages, very low tax rate for the most part. I didn't talk much about schools, but most of the schools in the area are extremely high rated, and I can do another school. There actually have several school videos, but if you look up, it's Conroe ISD, and there are several really good schools. So homes with good tax rates, 9 different villages, the shopping and the dining and all the things to do. Then there's all the activities for, you know, kayaking and boat launching and bikes and parks and all that stuff. And then all the different holiday activities, all the ice rink and the lighting of different things. Of course, the Ironman and the marathon, and then the total music scene where there are concerts and the Mitchell Pavilion. So anyway, great community. So many people love it there. I just thought this video would be helpful to go a little bit more in depth about different things. As always, if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I get a call probably every day or a couple times a week for sure from different people, you know, trying to move here. And I would love to help you. I would love to help answer questions. Even if you're thinking about Dallas, I know a great real estate agent there. One of my best friends lives in Austin. I have a girl on my team in San Antonio, so I know the state pretty well. I've lived in San Antonio for 10 years. I know the state pretty well. If you're looking for a different area, I'd love to help you do that. So please feel free to call me. My cell phone's listed below, or text me. I'm usually better with text to start with in case I'm running around. Or you can email me. My email is just my name, natashatessier@gmail.com, or Instagram and TikTok. I'm Houston Realtor Natasha on both of those. I haven't been on TikTok much. I haven't been able to grasp that one yet. Trying, but I'm not there yet. So anyway, reach out. I'd love to help you. And if you have another video request, let me know. I have a whole list of ones that I'm gonna do. I post them every Friday. So I would love to help you relocate to Houston or the surrounding areas or anywhere in Texas. If I can be of help, just reach out. And I hope you guys have a blessed day.